Bonjour, it's December. 'Tis the season to watch as many French films as you possibly can, bien sûr. The more, the merrier. The great news is that whatever your holiday plans are, the films this month will take us all around the world, from the island of Monte Cristo to the south of France to Iran to India and beyond. First stop, the 19th century for The Count of Monte Cristo. The French blockbuster is back, baby. It's Alexandre Dumas's famous novel about lost love and revenge brought to life on the big screen with an incredible ensemble cast, and oh la la, the visuals, the costumes, the scenery, it's all breathtaking. It will transport you to another world, another time. Well, the second part of the film, that is. For most of the first part, we are stuck in a prison cell with Edmond Dantes, aka the Count of Monte Cristo, played by the ubiquitous Pierre Ninet. He starts out in love, he's about to get married, he's promoted to ship's captain, and boom, wrongfully imprisoned for treason and shipped off to prison off the coast of Marseille. He manages to escape and, well, epic adventures ensue. It's a faithful adaptation of the beloved French classic. If you don't have time to read or reread the 1,400-page book, you get everything in this movie. Love, deception, revenge, it's got it all. It's directed by Mathieu Delaporte and Alexandre de la Patelière, and if their names ring a bell, it's because they also wrote another epic French blockbuster duet of films, The Three Musketeers, and it has a fabulous French cast: Bastien Bouillon, Laurent Lafitte, Anna Maria Bartholomé, Anaïs de Moustier. It's just good, old-fashioned, big-budget spectacle with a French accent, of course. It premiered in Cannes. It has been a huge success at the box office in France, and now it's finally here. It's meant to be seen on a screen that is as big as possible, so allez, allez. Next up, the 1980s for Freedom, Libre. It's the latest film from actress turned filmmaker Mélanie Laurent, who always dazzles with her directing, and this does not disappoint. It's based on the true story of Bruno Sulac, who was a polite armed robber. Yes, you heard that correctly. He was a courteous criminal who insisted on never firing a gun. It stars Luca Bravo's beautiful blue eyes. He is perfect as the gentleman robber, the beau bandit, if you will. He seduces the audience and really everyone around him. And it shows that behind those pretty eyes, there are some real acting chops that gives him a little bit more depth than how you may know him as Chef Gabriel from Emily in Paris. Here, he's out of the kitchen and also out of reach of a police commissioner who's trying to pin him down. It's played by the always phenomenal Ivan Attal. It's a true crime thriller, but it actually focuses more on his story of l'amour with his girlfriend and getaway driver Annie, Léa Lucet-Bussato, who really is a talent to watch. They have great chemistry. Also joining the crew of crooks are three other guys, including his wingman, Steve Tienchu, who is my personal dream wingman. He's just the best in everything. We get to enjoy frolicking in the south of France in a chateau with them as they enjoy making millions by gently robbing supermarkets, jewelry stores, you name it. It's a bit Bonnie and Clyde meets Ocean's 11 with a hint of Lupin. There are many montages complete with a great musical score. It's made to be streamed, so it's not a revolutionary chef-d'oeuvre. We don't really dig very deeply into the psyches of all of these characters, but it will keep you entertained. It's Public Enemy number fun, if you will. Next, we head to Iran for a French co-production, Mohamed Rasoulov's The Seed of the Sacred Fig. One of the most important films of the year, if not the most important film, simply because it exists. The story of the making of the film is an action-adventure thriller in itself. It's absolutely wild. So, fearless filmmaker Mohamed Rasoulov made the film completely in secret. He somehow managed to flee from Iran, finish the film just in time to premiere it at the Cannes Film Festival, where it won a bunch of prizes and has been racking up awards and accolades, and rightly so, ever since. It was inspired by the woman life freedom movement, and it's a window into life under the country's authoritarian regime from the perspective of a family, an investigating judge at Tehran's revolutionary court, and his wife and daughters, who are really torn apart by the political unrest in the country. It starts out as an intimate drama, and then, no spoilers, but the second part of the film descends into heart-palpitating thriller and pure terror with a hint of Western vibes too. It's genre-bending, mind-blowing, because we're watching this fictional family and then the scenes are juxtaposed with real footage from social media from the protests, so it really packs an emotional punch. It is timely and terrifying on so many levels. Really, it's a must-see. And because it's the holidays, a little extra gift for you before we go. On the big screen this month, Paya Kapadia's All We Imagine as Light. It also world premiered in Cannes and it won the Grand Prix. It's the perfect film about finding lumière in dark times. It's about female friendships and freedom and a little bit of fun thrown in. It's set in modern Mumbai and it centers on 3 women, 2 who are nurses at a nearby hospital, and it follows them as their often complicated personal lives intertwine. They end up leaving the city for a coastal village. It's quietly affecting, beautifully shot, and simply elegant. There's romance and drama and sadness and political and social undertones, but there's also lightness and humor, and it's mostly about resilience in the face of hardships and the power of sisterhood. So voila, I hope all of these films bring some light to your holiday season. Joyeuses fêtes, bonne année, and see you next year.